Okay. Am I audible online?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Say, I just want to say this again. So if there is someone who have already attended programming class, does not mean that you need not attend, or it does not really mean that you already know everything. Okay, because whenever each trainer is taking the class, an issue, whenever anyone is taking any session, okay, definitely there will be different ways of logic that will be followed. Getting it? If I am following one logic for teaching you something, then definitely Teju ma'am would have followed some other logic to teach you something. Okay, so please make sure that all of you are, paying your attention to learn it. Getting it? Yes. Okay, just by keeping it all aside. So first thing, before I start, I'll consider one simple example. I just want to know, all of you are aware of writing one simple program to print hello world or not? Hello world or star, whatever it is. Are you aware of it? All of you. FS 19. Okay. So now the expectation is that I want you guys to print this on your computer screen. Assume this is your computer screen. I want you to print this much. Then what I should write? Such a silly program, sir. We already know all this. All this we know. Some of you will say, but still you will struggle in your, interviews. However, let me write one program at least completely until and unless it is required. Going ahead, I'll not write complete program. I'll just write the logic. Okay. So as of now, what I should write? Definitely for executing any program, what is required? Class. Sure. Here. So here I'll just try to write class. Class name is whatever name you want, you can give it. And inside this, what will be there? String of
Ask.
Is it compulsory that I should write args only? Shub. Is it compulsory to write args only? Can I write my name there? Will it work? Yes, perfectly fine. So inside this, what I should write? I just want to print one star. So I'll just try to write system dot out dot print ln. I'll try to print star. Now I just want to know if I write anything inside println with the double quote, without double quote, what is the difference? Are you aware or not?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys aware of it? What does it mean? Not character, string. Okay, character means you will write it in single quote. Okay. However, keeping that aside, if you are writing like this, what does it mean if you ask me? If you are writing anything inside double quote, which means it will get printed as it is. Getting it? But if I try to write it without double quote, means what? It is nothing but a variable. Inside that variable, there is some value stored. Yes. If you remember data structures also, everywhere I have used val. Inside val, there is some value stored. Yes or no? All of you are clear with that? Great then. This program, I believe all of you are aware. Yes. Now, you just assume that I want to get the output. My expectation is that I want the output like this. Without space. Two ways are there, not two ways, multiple ways are there. Okay. Of course, I may teach something that which you already know. Okay, which already I might have taught in data structures, but still I'll teach it here because it is important. Okay. And again, I'm telling you, there might be some of you who will think that, sir, I don't want to attend all this. I'm good at programming, or my friends are there who will help me in programming. Some of you, yes. Those who are thinking like that, you think by yourself. Is it really required to request your friend, please clear and give my test? Or is it better you clear it by yourself? I hope all of you are getting it. Of course, I understand that early morning you came, you might be feeling sleepy, keeping it all aside. Because one class you didn't concentrate, only your physical presence is there, but mentally if you are absent, okay, which means you are not listening. Tomorrow's class I'll write and give you, you will not understand anything. Forget about tomorrow, going ahead only will not understand. All of you know data structure, right? Some of you are attending, some of you might not be attending. FS19 might not be attending, others are attending, yes. Data structure. From FS19 also some of you are attending, I know. My point is, if you didn't attend single linked list concept, if you don't know that, will you be able to work on doubly linked list? Forget. Okay, just write it, and I mean, you can write and keep that. That will be for sure. You will not understand doubly linked list. Okay, that is the reason I'm saying if programming is also like that. Definitely, we will take the concept in such a way there is interlink between concepts. So please listen. So now, here I wanted to print one star. So I have written one statement. Here, how many stars I want to print? 5. Then how many statements I should write? How many statements I should write? Only I'm asking. I'm not asking you the shortcut way. Okay. I also know what is there in your, thought process, what you will tell me to write here. I'm aware of it. Still, if I'm asking, there is a reason. First, you tell me if I want to print it for 5 times, what I should write? Same statement 5 times. If I write, will I get it or not? Yes, is what we will think. Of course, we may get also, but is it the right way? Assume that I'll give 100 stars. Then will you keep on writing 100 times? Does it make sense? 1000 stars. Will you keep writing 1000 times? 100%, that is not the right approach. In that case, what will come into picture? Loops. So I just want to ask one thing. Is there anyone who don't know loops? Either in your Java classes, it would have been explained, or in your data structure classes, I would have explained. If someone is there, please let me know. I'll explain again, because programming, whatever program you write, for any program, without loop, you cannot write it. Without loop, you cannot write the program. Remember this much. So please think and tell me, is there anyone who want me to explain for loop again? Yes, great. Online also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, also.
Others? Sir, anyways, one person told, sir, why should I tell?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Great. If all of you are answering, that's really great. So now imagine, I will not take this concept. Forget about this concept. I will ask you to write apple for 5 times. Manually, is there any solution to do this apart from writing? No. But in programming, there is one solution. What is that? Here I have given 5 times. So I am writing 5 times. But if you want to do the same thing in your program, you need not write it 5 times. What you should do? You
Using
write
loop.
it only once, and program will print it 5 times for you. 5 times or n times, whatever is required for you guys. Getting it? All of you. Simple thing. I'm not giving some hi-fi task here. You should write only once. System.out.println should be written only once, but your compiler will print it for you 5 times. How to do it? 5 loops, huh? Listen. Here, what exactly I should be following is I'll use something called as loops. When I should use loops? Again, I'm telling you, remember, because in programming majorly, understanding the concept is one part, but knowing when to use it, when not to use it is another part. Getting it? When to use for loop, when not to use for loop, these things also you should know. Yes. So please understand, for loop, when you should use, if you ask me, whenever any task, be it any task you want to do it again and again, then you should go with for loop. So basically, what does it mean, sir? Yes. So basically, what does it mean? I'll tell you. But before that, here, assume that there are, need not assume, basically there will be 3 parts. Whenever you write for loop, you should give 3 parts. Means 2 semicolons should be there. First part, second part, third part, you should write. Okay. What I should write there, sir? What you should write there, if you ask me, in first part, you should write initialization, condition, here, decrement. Some statement I'll write it. So again, how will it work? How will it work? I'll explain you. But before that, again, I'm saying you, for loop is very, very, very important, because without for loop, you cannot write any program. If you are writing any coding test, if you're taking up coding test or any programming test, you cannot write any program without for loop. And while loop will not be that
The
useful. I have
last
taught you
part is
while also.
out of loop. So out of screen share.
Increment or decrement. Okay. So basically, what does it mean or how it will start? That you should understand. Stop writing. I didn't ask anyone to write, so please don't copy. What I have written, no need to worry. Assume that I have written system.out.println djs or anything I have written, whatever you want. Okay. So now here, first, from where you should start, that I'll explain you. But before that, I'll repeat it. When you should use loop, whenever you want to do any task, be it accepting the element, user may give n number of elements, means user want to give 5 elements. Then you want to do some task again and again, right? You should collect 1 element, 2 elements, 3 elements, 4, 5. Yes. Or you want to print 5 elements. Then first element, second, third, fourth, fifth. Yes. Any task you want to do repetitively, then you should go with something called as loops. Is it compulsory that I should use for loop only? No, not really. Okay. And one more thing. Please listen, because most of you have this misconception, I can say. What is that? I'll tell you. But before that, first, always in for loop, from where it will start? For loop will first start from initialization. Means first initialization part will get executed. Okay. Next, where it will go? Condition. Next, it will go to condition. In condition, whatever is written, okay, whatever you want, you can write. Okay, it will check that condition. If condition is true, see, 2 cases can be there. What are those? Either condition can be true or condition can be false. If condition is true, it will do some work. If condition is false, it will come out of it. Means if condition is true, okay, then it will come inside and it will execute whatever is present inside. When condition is true, it is executing from here till here, whatever you write. If condition is false, what it should do? It should come out of it. And remaining statements, it will execute. Does not mean program is over. It means that this loop is failed. Clear? Okay. Next, after this, where it will go? This will be your 3. This will be your 4. increment or decrement. It may increment or it may decrement also. I am not sure. Based on the requirement, as and when it is required, if you write I plus plus, it will increment. If you write I minus minus, it will decrement. Okay. So please wait. Don't put your knowledge, thinking about I plus plus means what, plus plus I means what. You need not use it as of now. Okay. Because I know that for some of you, it is done in class. So you will start thinking about that, which is not really required. Okay. I hope all of you are getting it. However, after increment and decrement, where it will go? Again, it will come back to condition. This will be your file. If condition is true, again, where it will go? Inside, execute this. After executing, where it will go? Increment. If it is increment, increment or decrement. And then again, it will come back to condition. Again, check the condition. If it is true, come inside, execute, increment, check the condition. But this time it is false, you assume. Then immediately it will come out of this loop. That loop completely will stop. Clear? Now, same thing if I want to write with code. Okay, with some part of code, I should write it. But before that, one more thing I'll give you. As a shortcut, I can say, which I am teaching you, which you should not follow everywhere. Okay. You can follow, but you don't do it. First, you understand it. Then wherever you want to use shortcut, you use it, not an issue. What is that? This is more or less like what some of you already know it. That is your starting point. This is nothing but your starting point. Then what this will be? This will be your ending point. What do you mean by ending point? Forget about programming, logics, that, this, leave all those. Normal English word. Ending point means what? Where you should
we have to run.
stop. For all of you, where you should stop. Yes. So what do you mean by ending point here? If you ask me, condition, initialization, leave all these terms. Simple words for all of you to understand is, this will be your starting point. This will be your ending point. This much all of you understood? Now, what is this increment or decrement, sir? If I'm starting from starting point, if I want to go towards ending point, should I increment or should I decrement? Quite obvious it is increment. Some of you have a doubt here. Now you just imagine, I want to start from my house, okay, which is 0 kilometers. And this is my house, or from office only I want to start, you imagine. From office, how far I am? 0 kilometers, because right now I am in office only. From office, if I want to go to my home, which is 3 kilometers, 0 to 3, should I increment or should I decrement? Increment only, so that 0 will become 1, 1 will become 2, 2 will become 3. Yes, same way here also. Starting from starting point, if you want to reach towards ending point, you should inform to your compiler, you should go in incremental way. Or assume that sometime it's happen that you will start from ending point first. Getting it? Initially itself, you will start from ending point. It also may happen that, of course, from here I went to my home. From home, if I want to return, don't you think that will become my ending point this time? Of course, I'm starting from there, but that is the ending point where I left, where I reached previously. Yes, that was ending point in previous loop. From there, I want to start. I want to reach back to office. Then what? Of course, that is the starting point in this loop, but in previous loop, that was the ending point where I reached. Yes. So now I will start from 3. I want to come towards 0. Then what I should do? Definitely I should decrement. Online. Yes. Sir, all this is fine, sir. How to write it in a program? Now all of your doubt will arise. That is, all this we understood how to write it or how to implement it in a program. So for all your doubts, here I'll just write. Now I assume that I want to print the same thing. That is, apple I want to print 5 times. How can I print it? So here, please observe. First, I'll start from For loop, as I've already told, I need 3 parts. Okay, which are those 3 parts? First thing, one variable you should write you. Integer type, A, B, C, D, whatever you want to write you, right? But standard, which all of us will follow is I. I equal to what I should start? But first answer was different. You guys told some other answer. I should start from 0, is what most of your answers were. Is it really required to start with 0? That is what I told you. You may already know few things, but definitely there will be something extra also which you should learn. Okay. All those who are thinking that we should start from 0 only, 100% no. If you want, you can also start from where? Forget about all those. If you want to start,
starting point. And sir, screen
Start
is
from
not
1000.
visible. What you write that hello,
please tell me.
screen is not visual.
Visible in the sense?
What you write that is not visible.
Is it really true?
Not screen.
Because I can see that it is visible.
Was.
Yes, sir. Clearly visible, sir.
It's
It's
visible.
visible, sir.
Visible, sir.
I think you might have an internet issue.
Please check from your end, because from my end, even I am connected through laptop and it is visible clearly.
Okay, sir. That's my.
Please check. Great. Here, all of you observe. Can I start from 1000?
Yes, sir.
Definitely yes. So if I assume that I want to print apple 5 times, starting from 1000, what should be my ending point? 1000 became my starting point. If you want to start from 2000, start it. Getting it? But if I want to print 5 times, what should be my ending point? Simple thing.
1005.
1004.
Patience. Shall I answer now? Great. So starting from here, my house is 3 kilometers, assume. Okay, if I want to reach 3 kilometers, starting from 1000, how many kilometers I should go? Sorry? 1003. Some of you will say, please observe, each iteration is something like one value. Means what? Here, if I'm starting from 1000, some of you are saying that you want to reach till 1005, sir. If you observe, I'm starting from 1000, means including 1000. Getting it? Starting point means including this value. Till where it should go?
1004.
Yes. It should go up to 1004. Now you observe and tell me, starting from 1000, if I want to reach till 1004. Yes. Should I increment or should I decrement? Online.
Increment, sir.
Increment, sir.
Increment.
Starting from here, if I want to reach here, then definitely I should increment the value each time. Yes? Yes or no? Now here I'll try to write. Is it valid? Why? If I write like this, what it will do? It will start searching for variable called apple. But is it there? That is not the variable. That is the message as it is should be printed. Like this I'll write. Now, have patience. Some of you will think that, sir, this is just like a cakewalk for me. I know it completely. You will think that, but there are few more things which you don't know and which are key aspects I can say are very important areas I can say in for loop, which all of you should know. What is that, sir? Keep observing. Now we imagine that it is not there. First time, your compiler, from where it will start? It will start executing from initialization. So now I value, what you have told? Again, I'm repeating, is it compulsory that 1000 only should be there? Not really. And for I, one variable will be allocated like this. I is a variable for which some memory will be allocated like this, where you can store some value. Okay, now I am storing 1000 inside this memory location. Okay, where what is I here? Basically, what do you mean by variable? All of you are aware? Yes, no? If not, I have to teach from there. That is the reason I'm asking. Are you guys aware of what do you mean by variable? What do you mean by that? Technically, if you want to speak.
Variable is a
Or some
container
value.
which hold the value.
Listen. Right answer. Please listen. In my computer, all of you know that. Of course, I should not get deviated here because my part is that one. But still, I'm getting deviated here because you should know variable at least. You are saying that you are learning Java, and if you don't know about variable, does it really make sense? So please listen. Now, if I consider this, in my computer, there will be n amount of, means n number of bytes will be there. Yes, byte is nothing but memory locations will be there. Yes. So now I will say that in my house, if I consider n number of rooms will be there. Yes. Yes or no? To identify each room, there is some way. What is that way? There is one name given for each room. What is that? Kitchen, hall, bedroom, like that, different names are given. Yes. In a similar way, in your computer also, there are n number of bytes, means n number of memory locations. If you want to access each one, don't you think there should be some name? Yes or no? You can store the value. Okay. But if there is no, name given for that, can you access it again? Think and tell me why I'm storing the value. Whenever it is required, I should be able to access it in an efficient way, means in a faster way, I should be able to access that value. Now the question arises, when you say that, what do you mean by giving the name, sir? Simple thing, in my memory location, there will be n number of bytes, out of which I want to store some value so that I can retrieve it at the earliest and I can use it. If I want to retrieve it at the earliest and use it, then definitely I should give one name to that location. Yes. Now assume that I want to store someone's age. I'll store your age, but there is no name given. Then will you be able to access it? No. So what I'll do? I'll store your age saying 20, 23, 25, whatever it is, and then I'll give one name for that location. Getting? Just like your room. Okay. You will go and stay in that room, and I'll put one name, a board saying that this is this person's room, Naveen's room. So if you want to access Naveen, where you will go and find? In Naveen's room, you will go and find. In a similar way, if you want to access age, then I'll give one name to one memory location, that is age. So if you want to check your age, where you will go and check? Will you check your complete computer memory? No. Where you will go and access? Directly go and access in variable age. Now, what is variable, sir? What is variable? Yes. In simple words, See, in interview, please understand, be smart enough. You think and tell me. One simple question I just want to ask for all of you. If you are an interviewer, think from interviewer's perspective. Okay. If you are an interviewer, in front of you, there are two people. Okay. And you will ask for both of them same question. That is, what do you mean by variable? One person will give you a hi-fi definition. Another person will tell it in simple words, but exact to the concept. More clearer. Okay. According to what you said, variable is nothing but where we can store the value. One person told the definition. Another person will tell that variable is nothing but the name given to the memory location where some value is stored. Which one looks better? First one or second one? You being an interviewer, if you want to shortlist based on only this question, whom will you shortlist? Quite obvious, second one. Then you also should change it, because in market, normally think in market, how many people are there who can say the definitions only? Lakhs together. All those engineering passed out candidates, everyone will say definition. But Concept clarity, 0. Definition they know. Clarity wise, 0. Don't become that person. Don't belong to that group. I'm saying it. Please ensure that you guys belong to that group where you have the conceptual clarity. Okay. So here, more than definition, the concept is important. So what is this? This is the name given to this memory location. In this memory location, what I can store? Some value I can store. Yes. So basically, variable is nothing but the name given to the memory location where I can store the value. Clear? Yes. Okay. So now I have stored 1000. Getting back to the concept now. First, this will get executed. So integer type I means 4 bytes will get allocated. For that 4 bytes, one name will be given called I. Okay. Inside this is like this. 4 bytes. In all 4 bytes, it will split and it will allocate 1000. Done. Next one. Next, it will go to condition part according to what I explained. First is one time, second is this one. Okay, now it will go to condition part. Now you check and tell me I less than or equal to 1004. What is the value of I? Sir, this I will not understand only, sir, but however I have learnt it, so as it is, I'll write it. Don't do that. First, you understand. Here, when you write like this, what does it mean? See, first, this side, you are having one value. Yes, 1004. This side also, you should have some value. Yes. When I want to compare my height is greater or your height is greater, then definitely I need two heights. Yes, I need my height as well as I need your height also. Then only I can compare both. Yes. So here, what I'll do, I want the value of I. What is the value of I? Yes.
1000.
Observe this and tell me, 1000, is it less than or equal to 1004? Yes. 1000, is it less than or equal to 1004 or not? Some of you, those who are saying no. I think I should start from, number system. Please observe 1000. After 1000, only 1004 will come. Means 1000 is obviously lesser than 1004. If you imagine 1000 rupees you have in one hand, 1004 rupees you have in another hand, which is lesser? 1000 rupees is lesser because in the other hand, there is 4 rupees extra. Yes. So here, if I consider this condition, is it true or false? True. You just have to say
True.
whether it is true or false. Getting it? So as the condition is true, next what I should do? Come inside and print apple. Again, remember all of you here, one more thing. If this is your compiler, I mean monitor screen. This is your monitor screen. Always, from where it will start printing? From which side it will start printing? Towards which side it will go?
Left to right.
Right to left?
Left
To right.
Right to left?
left to right.
Always it will print
Left to
from
right.
this side. Towards
Right.
this side. Assume that you will go to next line. Then from which side I should print?
Left to right.
Why I'm asking this question is because some of you, so smartly, 2 cases I'll give you, so smartly, assume that I'll give it like this. What you will think? Such a extraordinary minds will be there who will think that as such a easiest task it is. First, I'll start from here. Start printing from here. Is it possible any day? If you start from here, you can print it. But what you can do? You can go from here towards its right. You can never come to left. Sir, I'll print first here, sir. Then I'll come here. Possible? Never. Clear with my point or not? And assume that this pattern I'll give. Same thing. First you will, sir, it is easy only. From here I'll print till here. Then I'll come down. Then I'll come down and I'll start printing this side, sir. Will it work? Always remember on your computer screen, if you can print something, you can print only from left towards right. You can never come from right to left. Always remember this, because even after explaining it later, I'll give you one pattern. Definitely you will think that I'll start printing from right to left, which will never work. Okay. So however, keeping it aside, now is the condition true? As the condition is true, what it will do? One time it will print apple. Okay. Next, as you have written here, it will be print ln. What is the difference between print ln and print? Later we will think. But as of now, I want to print once. Next, it will come to next line. After that, where it will go? It will go to increment. I plus plus means what will be the value of I this time? 1000 will get erased. I mean, 1000 will get replaced with. Now you think and tell me, every time we will strike and we will write there only. So some of them will think that old value is also there, new value is also there. At any point of time, you can store only one value. I'm not saying one digit, I'm saying one value. So this time, what is the value that is available? 1001. 1000 is also available? No, only 1001 is available. So now 1001 is there. 1001, again you check the condition. From here, again you should come back to here. 1001, is it less than or equal to 1004? True. True or false, you should tell. Come inside, print again. So what it will get printed? Again, next, where it should go? Yes. Next line, forget. Fine, it will be done. Next. Increment, it should go. Now, if I increment, what will be the value of this? 1002 less than or equal to 1004? True. All of you. As it is true, come inside and print. Next. Increment. Once I increment, value of I will be 1003 less than or equal to 1004. True. Then you print. Next. Again increment. This time it will become 1004 less than or equal to 1004. False. Expected. Nothing special. Expected. Just like previous batch, it is quite common. Please observe, I asked you, when I wrote the condition, I just didn't write less than. I wrote less than or equals to. Getting it? Yes. So less than or equals to means what? Either it can be less than, whatever value you are getting, two values. It is something like, if I consider two heights, means I am there, you are standing beside me. Okay. If I am standing somewhere around, 5.6 or 5.9, whatever it is, 5.9 you consider, and your height is somewhere around 5.85 or 5.8567, like that. Means greater than 8.5, less than 9. So when I ask you, means by looking at me and my friend, you think and tell me, are we at same height or less than or greater than? What you will say? By looking at, means at the eye calculation, at the level of eye calculation, what you will say? Sir, I think that you both are probably, the second person probably is less than or probably equal to. Means what? Either he might be less than or otherwise he might be equal to, means same height. So here, which all will work? If it is less than also, it will work. If it is equal to also, it will work. Clear? Yes or no? Now 1004, is it less than or equal to 1004? It is not less than, 100% true, but of course it is equal to 4. 1004 is equal to 1004. Yes. So as it is equal to, because of which, what will happen? One more time, it will print after that. Sir, done, sir. Is it done? Those who are attending data structure studies, you guys will be knowing that what I'm trying to say. Simple thing. You know that your work is done. 5 times you wanted to print something, you have printed it. That you know. But is your compiler aware of it? When will your compiler come to know that work is done? Means the work of loop is done. When will you get to know?
Condition.
When the condition becomes false, then only it will get to know. Means what, sir? Again, still it is not done because your compiler didn't got to know that your work is done. Okay, so what it will do? Again increment. So this time the value will become 1005. Again it will check the condition. Less than or equal to 1004. True? False. Because of which the control will come out of this loop. Now the loop stopped. I'll not repeat again and again. Is there any issue? I believe you are getting what I'm trying to say. You know me. I don't want to say anything much. Okay. However, here I was just trying to say this much. That is, if you are having at any point of time, if you are writing any loop, how it will check? Simple way it will check is first, see, in your college also, simple example if I have to say, if I have to consider, in your school, what they would have done? While calling the attendance, they will start. Simply, they will not see your name. What they will do? Number they will start calling. Okay, there are only 50 candidates, means 1 to 50. But while they're calling, in the process of calling it, what they will do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. It is done, but they will not stop. Your teachers, what they will do? 51 also they will call. Then what you will say? There is no one present with the ID 51. Then they will understand that, okay, now the work is done. Yes or no? Correlate same example here. You know that your work is done, but is your compiler aware of it? No. In your college also, you guys were getting to know that attendance is done, but still, is your teacher aware of it? No, because your teacher is busy in doing the work. So in that process, what will happen? Of course, the work is done. Still, they will call 1005 also. Okay. You know your work is done, but when your compiler will get to know your work is done, you have assigned your task to compiler. When your compiler will understand that work is done, when the condition becomes false, then only your compiler will get to know, okay, work is done. So when it will get to know, if you ask me, it will go one step ahead of whatever the range you have given. If you have given 50 to 55, okay, you have given the range as 50 to 55, then what it will do? It will not stop from 50 to 55. There only it will not stop. What it will do? It will go to 56 also. And it will check, is it within the condition? No. Then it will get to know, okay, work is done. So if someone asks you how many times your loop is executed, you may think these are silly questions, but all of you, I believe, in your aptitude round, all of you know what is the value of 1 marks, I believe. Right? This kind of questions they will give. And they will ask you how many times the loop condition is checked. Some of you will say that it is 5. By looking at first option only, 5 will be given. But is it 5? 6 times. Clear with the point? Yes, no. If it is no, directly you can let me know as no, so that I can explain again, or I will try to figure out some other way to explain it. If you have understood, well and good. Clear? Great. Why I am giving so much importance for this, for explaining this only, I have taken out almost around half an hour and I'm explaining this. There definitely is a reason. What is that reason? Throughout the programming class, I can't even write a single program without for loop. Just like your data structure. For single linked list, I have explained almost one class itself, 2 hours, just to give you an idea. Why? In today's class, if I want doubly linked list, directly I'll say, create one structure. All of you will be able to create or not? Those who have attended, they will be able to create. If you have not attended, then that is an exceptional case. You can't create, don't worry. But again, you watch the recording, you'll get an idea in that case also. Okay, keeping it aside now. You need not write this as well because it is not really required. Okay. But I believe this part at least is clear. Always first part is nothing but starting point. Second part is ending point. This much you remember, then you can play with for loop. See, simple thing, how much ever I say, that much you follow. The remaining part, you leave it on me. Okay. I should not say this, but still, I want to say something that will make you feel uncomfortable. Okay. Who will feel uncomfortable? Those who are having that feeling, they will feel uncomfortable. Feeling sleepy. I need not say that, being a trainer, I think I can identify that much at least if you are feeling sleepy or not. I'm not trying to make anyone feel uncomfortable here, but definitely, yes. More than that, it is important. See, there were two options, at least for offline candidates, I want to say. I could have directly made you stand. What exactly is happening? I could have asked that. It's definitely quite common. Early morning, 8 o'clock, you guys are coming. I understand that. But of course, at the same time, you should also think. One time you think why you are attending class. 2 hours you guys are going to sit, right? 2 hours when you are sitting, and if you are feeling sleepy because of which you didn't listen to the session, losses for that much, you keep it in mind. Okay, when you are giving, see, always follow one thing. Whatever you are doing, try to do it at your best. Getting it? You want to watch 2-hour movies, completely watch it. It should not be something like I'm keeping my notes, I'll study and I'll watch. Keep it aside, watch it completely, come back and sit. When you're sitting for studying, completely study. Clear? Again, notice that I'm not trying to make anyone uncomfortable here. I'm just trying to say, get back to session, because I can see some sleepy faces, but I don't want it to target anyone, so I'm not taking name. So keeping it aside, if someone got offended, I'm so sorry. See, I might be having 1 or 2 people in my mind, but now all of you will start correlating to yourself. Okay, my point was because I can say only 1 or 2 people. So keeping them in mind, I would have suggested something, but now all of you will correlate it to yourself, because most of you are feeling sleepy. Yes? No, you can tell me. Feeling sleepy? If you're feeling sleepy also, anyways, I cannot change anything. Okay, you should feel sleepy or do anything, you should sit in class. That is different. However, coming back to class here. Shall I start? Great. So here it should be starting with what? Definitely, yes, I should start from class here. Class name is anything, whatever you want, you can give here. Public, static, void, main of. String type, ARGS. Okay. Inside this, what I should write? Fine. Listening to you only, I will come. I will directly write system dot out dot println. If I write a code like this, what will happen? Expectation is? If I write this particular program, I'll get the output for sure, but I'll get the output with 1 star. But do I want the output with 1 star? Now you know what you should do for doing some task again and again. There is another way to print it. What is that? Same system.out.println, write it 5 times. I'll get the same output. But is that the expectation? Of course, expectation matches, but is that the approach that you should follow? Because if you do that, I will all of a sudden I'll come and tell you write or print 100 stars. 100 lines will you write? Company will immediately fire you if you do that. For some task, if you write multiple statements again and again, immediately they'll fire, because you are wasting memory of computer. Time you are consuming more. Your application should be in such a way it is consuming less time and less space or memory, I can say. That is what is nothing but your time complexity and space complexity concept, which I don't want to get in now, because some of you will feel, stars, moon, everything. However, here, I want to do this task again and again. Yes. How many times I want to do? 5 times. So what I can use here? Whatever should be executed again and again, enclose it within 1 loop. Which loop I am using? For loop. Okay, and what I'll write here, integer type, I equal to. Any issues? No. 55 I'll write I less than or equal to. Now will it print 5 stars, yes or no?
Yes.
I'm just asking, will it
Yes.
print 5 stars or not? I'm not asking with respect to output, anything is it matching or not? I'm just asking, will it print 5 stars or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I asked that much only. 5 star, will it print or not? Definitely yes. But again, will it match my expected output? If you ask me, 100%, no it is.
No.
Intentionally I've written, let me explain now. So what I'm trying to say here is, there is one more concept which all of you should know, that is, here, please listen. What is that important concept if you ask me? If I write system dot out dot here, like this, the other method is system dot out dot like this. Definitely there is some difference, I guess, here. Okay. So what is the difference if you ask me? Simple thing. If you are using print ln, okay, there is some sort of changes that will happen if you are using print. Some changes will happen. I know some of you know it, but there might be some people who don't know it. Have patience. You have some issues. You don't want me to explain? Still I'll explain. You say no. Still I'll explain. Okay. Listen now. If I'm using print ln, is it going out of screen? Small gap I have, not an issue. Now for this, what will happen? This is your output screen, you assume. This is your another output screen, you assume. Okay. If I'm using in this place, okay, system.out.println, what will happen? I'll write here. If I'm using system.out.print, what will happen for same case? Here, if I use system.out.print, what will happen? I'll write it here. Getting my point? Yes. Okay. So now if you are using println, always it follows one step. What is that? First, wherever cursor is present, in the beginning, where cursor will be present? Simply, I cannot say left. Here left? No. It will be
Top left
top left. Yes. It will be present at here. Wherever it is present, it will print. If you want to print, star here, then it will print star at that position. And where it will go? As you are using ln, it will come to next line. Getting it? But if you use print, what will happen? It will try to print it. Okay. After printing it, it will go to next position in same line. What is that? What is this one? Don't think that, sir, will it give one space? Fine. It will not give any space. It will print and it will go to immediate next position in same line. It will not go to next line. Clear? Yes, sir. Online?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I want to print like this, which one I should follow?
Print.
This one or this one?
Second one.
Anyone saying first one?
No.
Is there any student who belongs to my category, who will say, sir, first one, sir? Anyone? No? All of you are saying second one? Yes. Great then. Here, if you want to print this, you should write print. So what it will do, first time it will print the star and it will go to next position in same line and go increment the I value, check the condition. If it is to come inside, next time, where is that cursor? In second position of same line. Okay, there it will print. After printing in second position, where it will go? Third position of same line. Getting it? Each and every time it will try to go for next position in same line if you are using second one. Okay. So now if I want to get the output like this, wow, you should write complete program in your notes for that. Simply saying, sir, ln. Should I write ln there? Okay. Understanding or not? Jokes apart. Here, if you use print, what is the difference? If you use print ln, what is the difference? All of you understood? Yes, sir. Because same thing, I'll use it later again and again in such a way, some of you will get confused. Okay, it is not my intention, but concept will come in such a way, I may have to use it. Why I am explaining here with much importance is because there you should be able to cope up with my concept easily. And here, if you observe, I could have directly written for this program, print you should use. Then you will never remember that. Getting it? If you know something about your own lifestyle, whatever mistakes you commit, and you find the solution, that one you will remember for longer time, not lifetime. Okay, it is not memory device or something. Okay, so you will remember for longer time at least. That is the reason I told first the wrong way, then I am teaching you the right way. So if you use println, what will happen? When to use print, I believe at least now you have clarity. Yes, quickly copy this. See, I just want to tell one more thing here. Meanwhile, listen. Copying this is not a big deal. You can copy later also. I just want to say one thing, that is initially, say this complete class I took only for these 3 simple tasks. Fine. Totally fine if we are going slow in the beginning. Again, I'm repeating, if I'm taking longer duration for simple concept, understand later. I'll explain complex concept in less duration. Okay. If you want to understand there, you should concentrate here. It does not mean that I'll rush up. That is my promise. I'll not rush up. What I'll do is, here I'll give much more time. Getting it? Here I'll give much more time so that later I need not invest much time to explain something. I've explained whatever is required for my programming classes from tomorrow. I've explained all those things here itself. Okay, I need for loop, I need print, I need println. Apart from this, don't need anything much. Star already class main yes. Nothing else for pattern programming at least. Clear? Yes. Okay, and I believe all of you know how to take the user input. Yes? Yes? Please understand, I'm not sure how many of you are serious or not. If you want, you go and check. I'll today share the link also in your WhatsApp group. Okay, one of the pattern program is also there in your HackerRank. HackerRank platform, all of you know. Yes, sir. It is such a platform. If you don't know, I will tell you. It is such a platform wherein you can write a program. They will give you input, what input you should pass, and they will also give you what is the expected output. What was the expected output here? This one in same line. But what we have written according to that, what output we were getting before? 5 stars in each line. That was not our expected output. It is the actual output. Actual output and expected output should match. First case. Okay, this is the basic test case. Okay, what do you mean by test cases? You should write your program in such a way all the test cases should pass. One such test case is that actual output and expected output should match. Getting? And what are the other test cases, sir? Your program should work for all the values. Any value if they give you 5 also. According to this, you think and tell me, if I give the input as 100, will it work? How many times it will print? You give the input as 100 only, but the output will be 5 times only. That is not our expected output. Getting it? If user is giving, your program should be in such a way, if user is giving input as 100, then you should get 100 stars. Maybe in same line or each line. Yes. Clear with my point? Yes or no? Yes. See, some of you, what you will do is, you will attend one day session and you will come to conclusion that sessions are boring, that you are not understanding. Come to conclusion. Will I lose anything? Say only one thing I just want to tell for all of you. I can tell you only. What I can tell you, don't go in this way. It will not be a good path for you. What you will say? No, I'll go in that only. What I should say? Go. You will understand. Once you go there, the difficulties you will face, then you will come back. But by that time, it will be not too late. Too late. Okay. Getting my point? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
So initially it might feel boring, but definitely I'm saying you, if you are able to code one program, any program, okay, I'll give you one pattern program and it is my promise, I'm saying you, if I ask you to print like this, as of now, those who have attended, not for you guys, for others. Like this below also means this shape of stars. I will not write the program. Of course, I'll help you. But one thing is for sure, for this particular program, you will write the logic. You yourself will write the logic. As of now, before that, how many of you can write the logic for this as of now? Those who have not attended the class. I think I can also ask those who have attended class also, because some of you know what kind of dedication level you show, I know. How many of you can write logic for this? 1, 2, 3. As of now, almost around 80 people are there in the session. Out of 80 people, 3 people. And online also some of them, assume 10. Okay, 13 people out of 80. Same people will get selected in company at the earliest. Will it be okay? No. Okay or not? Quite obvious no. If it is no, simple thing, attend the classes. This is my challenge. Those who are listening, okay, only for those guys I'm taking up the challenge. This, for this particular diagram or for this particular pattern, you will write the logic by yourself. Okay. First program, if you are not understanding, please don't give up. Attend tomorrow, attend day after tomorrow, because sometimes if you are watching a movie, in the beginning, what they will show? First, they will come with climax, and again, they will come from start. Means why exactly that climax scene occurred? From there they will start. But what is the beginning part? Climax. By looking at climax, if you think that no, I didn't understand the movie, and if you leave, does it make sense? I don't really think so. So what you should do? Have patience till last. Okay, clear or not?
Yes.
So did you understand something or not? Yes, great then.
Sir,
Quickly copy this much.
Sir,
madam.
if I want to space between 2 stars, so what can I do?
Patience, madam. First class, very first class it is.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I'll definitely explain you what you should do to get spaces in between. Okay, not only that, there are n number of patterns that I should explain. I'll anyways explain it. Just have patience till tomorrow's class. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is the exact meaning of writing ln before the constructor?
Before the
Constructor. Before the star.
before the star. Here. Exact meaning only I told, no? If you are using println, it will print something and it will come to next line. It will not go to next position.
No, I mean, I'm asking whether it will first providing a go to a new line, then it will print star, or it will first print the star. Then
see, here did I tell you that
line.
first it will go to next line, or did I tell you that first it will print something? Wherever your cursor is present, listen guys, some of you have this doubt. If I'm using println, it does not mean that first it will go to next line. First, wherever cursor is present, there only it will print it. Don't think that println means it will start printing from beginning only. No. Wherever cursor is present, if cursor is present here, then what it will do? From here only it will print it, and then it will go to next line. Clear?
Okay.
Whosoever asked me that, is that clear?
Clear, sir. But then why we use why we write before the printing statement, sir?
Before the printing statement means?
Why we write the ln before the star?
Then where you should write it? Okay, fine. Listen.
Shall we write after the star also?
Listen. I got your question. So why we should write ln before star, sir? Okay, means why should we write ln here only? Why can't we write it here? Simple thing. All of you know how to prepare Maggie at least? First, what is the first step? Water. Why water first only? I don't want that. Why water first? That is the way they have designed it. Yes, they have done it in such a way. You should start with water only. Then after that, you will put that Maggi noodle, whatever it is. Yes or no? They have designed it in that way. In a similar way, James Costing have designed this method in such a way. You should write print ln first and then only whatever you want to print. Okay. If at all, if you have designed this in such a way, first star will come and then ln will come. Then we would have used that way. But you have designed in this way, so we are using it this way. Okay. So anyways, I'll send the snap of it. Take 10 minutes break. Come back to data structure class again. For FS19, take 10 minutes break and come back to Java class. Not going good schedule? It's good. Even if you ask me to change, I'll not change anyways. Okay, great. Then I'll end the session and I'll share it to you guys. Okay, again. For today, I just want to tell one more thing. I just want, of course, I have not explained anything much, but if you remember what I have done in data structures also, because if you remember, for you, for your friends, for everyone, programming is also one such important aspect. Okay, because there would be someone who would be still sleeping in their rooms. Agreed or not? Yesterday, you guys also might be one of them. We have shared the recording. Some of you might have watched the recording, because of which you are here today. Okay, so I just want one help from all of you, if you guys can do. All of you can share your feedback. I'll not say that you should tell about positive, negative, whatever you want to say it. Share your feedback in programming class only, so that other people also let them see that and come back to session. That's it. Nothing like you should prize the session or you should demotivate or anything. Nothing, no other thoughts. Only thing is they should come back to session. If you observe how many people are there in group, any idea? 163 or somewhere around. Out of which how many are attending? 80. Means 50%. Okay. I want that remaining 50% also. Getting it? Who can help me for that? Those who have attended. Okay. 280. For God's sake. Out of which 80 are attending, which means missing is 200. Okay. So quickly take 10 minutes break and come back to data structure quickly. Got it? Yes, sir. Don't worry. You know, if I'm leaving, if I'm starting late, then I will end also late. Means until and unless my concept is covered or not. If it is covered, I'll finish it. If it is not covered, I'll continue. As simple as that. Clear? So take 10 minutes break quickly and come back.